and Cristiano making the winning goal, clear. But also Scott, Rafa, because in the end, you mentioned some four difficult situations, and you see how important Rafa is there with his organization and his heading capacity.
Cristiano Ronaldo's 700th club goal sends Manchester United past Everton. It was disrespectful to bring Cristiano Ronaldo on against Manchester City, Erik ten Hag had controversially argued. When level against Everton, when Anthony Martial limped off, the Dutchman deemed it acceptable to introduce the demoted great. It soon looked inspired. As he has done time and again in a career that has defied credibility, Ronaldo brought up a milestone. A 700th goal for his club's ended Everton's 6-game unbeaten run. If it was an eloquent response from Ronaldo, after ten Hag said this week that he was pissed off he was on the bench and he looked altogether more fulfilled on the pitch, it was a fine reaction from Manchester United, both to trailing and to their 6-3 derby humiliation. They showed a dominance they have rarely displayed on the road in 2022, peppering Everton's goal. A clinical touch came courtesy of a man who has found the net more often than anyone else in footballing history, as well as a player who has cost more than most others, if not Ronaldo. Antony's status as the 13th most expensive buy ever in the game could have been daunting, especially when everyone deemed the £85 fee excessive. But he has begun with a display of stylish finishing that distinguishes himself from each of the United greats. No one else had scored in their first 3 Premier League games for the club, but the winger has. Ten Hag's faith in an Ajax ally may be costly, but it has not harmed United. What threatened to be a traumatic occasion for them when Alex Iwobi opened the scoring instead became a triumphant one. Memories of the evisceration by City are unlikely to fade anytime soon, but this was a 5th win in 6 league games, and they now find themselves 5th. Over a season, as in this game, they are looking capable of recovering from a troubled start. Victory on Merseyside was forged in Madrid. It was a different kind of landmark day for 2 multiple Champions League winners and former Real Madrid teammates. Casemiro made a maiden Premier League start and it proved a redemptive affair. Culpable for Everton's goal, he was the architect of United's second, and a week after ten Hag's decision-making was questioned, he felt vindicated in his ruthlessness. He dropped Scott McTominay, who was found horribly wanting by City, for Casemiro, Tyrone Malaysia and Jadon Sancho, who were hauled off at halftime in Cyprus after they were at fault for Omonia Nicosia's opener, were replaced by Luke Shaw and Rashford. Martial came in for Ronaldo and, as Sancho was overlooked, then came off for Ronaldo. He duly made history. Again, in other news, Antony breaks Manchester United record held by Zlatan Ibrahimovic versus Everton. Manchester United star Antony has broken a Premier League record for his new club with his equaliser against Everton on Sunday. The former Ajax man has enjoyed a good start to life at Old Trafford and has scored in each of his first 2 Premier League matches for the club. Antony scored the opener against Arsenal on his debut before scoring United's first in the hammering at Manchester City last weekend. His goal at the Etihad Stadium moved the Brazilian level with Zlatan Ibrahimovic and several other United players who have scored in their first 2 matches in the English top flight. Against Everton, however, Antony moved out on his own after netting the leveler. His goal at the Etihad Stadium moved the Brazilian level with Zlatan Ibrahimovic and several other United players who have scored in their first 2 matches in the English top flight. Against Everton, however, Antony moved out on his own after netting the leveler. Antony did well in front of a hostile home end to guide his effort beyond the onrushing Jordan Pickford. United had found themselves 1-0 down early on Merseyside. Casemiro was caught being hesitant on the ball in the center of the park, allowing the Toffees to break. The ball was eventually worked to Alex Iwobi, who curled a fine strike into the top corner of David De Gea's goal. Cristiano Ronaldo completed the first half turnaround to give United a 2-1 lead at the interval. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.